Last week in Ontario, California, something happened that didn't just make headlines, it made people uncomfortable. A 29-year-old warehouse employee allegedly set fire to a massive distribution center owned by Kimberly Clark. A facility so large it covered nearly 1.2 million square feet. Within minutes, the fire spiraled out of control. What followed was a six-alarm emergency response with over 170 firefighters trying to contain the damage. By the time it was over, the estimated loss stood somewhere between 500 to 600 million. No lives were lost, but something else was controlled. And here's where the story stopped being just news. Because this wasn't an accident. Authorities later identified the suspect as an employee of the same warehouse. And even more disturbing, he allegedly recorded himself starting the fire and posted a video online which quickly went viral. In that video, he didn't sound confused, he didn't sound scared, he sounded calculated. At one point, he suggested that the company failed to pay worker enough to live, not as an excuse, but as a justification. Now, let's be very clear. There are millions of people who feel underpaid, who feel undervalued and replaceable. They don't just burn buildings. So, this is just about wages. This is something deeper. From what early reports and investigations suggest, this wasn't a spontaneous act. It was a slow build of frustration, silent and feeling invincible. Day after day, thoughts after thought, until one moment where anger stopped being internal and became irreversible. But here's the part nobody talks about enough. When he lit that fire, he didn't just attack a company. He destroyed jobs, livelihoods, supply chain, and his own future, all in a single decision. And the irony, the message he tried to send is now buried under the crime he committed. Because once you cross that line, people stop listening to you, why you were angry, and start focusing on what you did. But that doesn't mean the anger disappears. This wasn't a spontaneous act, it was a breaking point. And breaking point don't come from one bad day. They come from 1,000 ignored ones. So maybe the real question isn't why did he do it? It's how many people feel the same way but haven't lit the match.